Hi, I'm Wendy Werneth, and my PlantPure story began in May 2014 when I listened to an online summit, which in many ways was quite similar to the PlantPure summit. And I heard interviews from a number of experts, people who I had never heard of at the time. I now know that they are very renowned experts in the plant-based world. But there was one name that I was already familiar with, and that was Alicia Silverstone, the actress. And she had been kind of an idol of mine in my teenage years when I was growing up. I loved her movies. So when I heard her interview and heard her speak about compassion for animals and about the kind diet, as she calls it, that's the name of her book, that made my ears perk up and I listened. And whether it was fate or destiny or chance, a few days after that, I stumbled upon a copy of her book, The Kind Diet, at a used book sale. So I picked it up, and that's what got me started on this journey. And I had a few months of transformation to go through. It was kind of a slow process, mostly because I had some fears that I was still holding on to. The biggest fear probably was that becoming vegan was going to ruin travel. Travel is a huge passion of mine and it's a very big part of my life. And I didn't really believe that it was possible to be a vegan world traveler. But I decided that I would give it a shot. This was now September of 2014, and I had already booked a 3-week trip to Greece. So I thought, okay, I'm going to see if I can stay vegan for these 3 weeks that I'm in Greece. And it was incredibly easy, as it turned out, and I was absolutely blown away by the abundance of naturally vegan plant-based dishes that are part of the traditional Greek cuisine and that I had never heard of before. And that really opened my eyes, and I never looked back from there. So since then, I have traveled to a number of different countries as a vegan. Some have been more vegan friendly than others, of course, but in all cases, I've found delicious food to fill me up, and in most places, I've also discovered traditionally vegan, naturally vegan traditional delicacies from the places that I've traveled to, and it's really opened up a whole new window for me to explore these cultures and these cuisines and see them through a whole different light. So that's just one of the ways that being vegan has made my life better. It made travel better. I thought that it was going to ruin travel, but it actually did the opposite. And so I found that shocking because it was not at all what I expected, and I knew that other people must have the same fears and misconceptions that I had, which is why I started a vegan travel blog, thenomadicvegan.com, where I share all of my delicious vegan discoveries from around the world and show people how they can be vegan anywhere and spread compassion everywhere. And that has also created a much greater sense of purpose and fulfillment in my travels. So it's yet another way that being vegan has made my life so much better. And I'm really looking forward to the PlantPure Summit because it reminds me so much of that seed that was first planted that sent me on this journey. And I know there's going to be a whole lot to learn. So thank you so much for putting it on.